'tis the season for Democrats to decide.
Over the holiday, I will make that decision with my family.
During the holidays, I'm going to sit down and take a lot of stock.
Ringing in the 2020 race.
After the first of the year, it will be a family decision.
The new year will usher in what is likely to be a gigantic field of Democratic challengers, competing for staff, resources, and voters' attention.
I'm going to reflect on whether this is something that I should do.
But all that thinking turns into action as early as January, some forming exploratory committees, formal announcements likely within a few months. The nomination is up for grabs from the most recognizable and experienced, like Joe Biden.
It's all about Donald. It's not about anything else.
Or Bernie Sanders wondering if he can capture lightning again.
Based on my past, based on my ideas, that in fact I am the candidate that can defeat Trump.
Or will Democrats make a generational shift? A USA Today Suffolk University poll finds 59% of Democrats and independents surveyed say they would be excited about someone entirely new. At least 6 senators could run for the first time.
And you have to decide that you would be a good president, that you could bring the country together, that you would be able to beat Donald Trump.
A November Senate defeat has not dampened buzz around Beto O'Rourke.
Not to rule anything out and just to be open.
While former Obama cabinet secretary Julian Castro has a date picked.
On January 12th, I'm going to make an announcement about my plans.
Of course, it's early and the path unpredictable, but the process is getting underway, with many of these potential candidates trying to position themselves in what will be a costly and competitive quest for the nomination. Democrats also have to decide among 3 cities where they will hold their nominating convention. And it will go fast. Iowa Democrats will be meeting to caucus in just about 400 days.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.